Alright, boys. I know this patch update came out already, and I know I'm a little late to try and even make a video on this, but I wanted to give it like at least a day or maybe 2 days. I decided to just wait a day. But I wanted to give it a day to actually try out the game post-patch, play it, see how I feel about it, and I'm not going to lie, I've got some mixed opinions. But overall, to kind of just like spoiler alert it, I feel like that this was a pretty decent patch, if not a pretty good patch. You can make arguments, of course, and everyone will make arguments because we're human. But today, I kind of just wanted to talk about, in this video specifically, what I feel is wrong with Madden 26 in the current state that it is. And I'm going to go over everything. Of course, I'm an Ultimate Team player, so I'm not going to speak specifically about the menus, pack odds, stuff like that. Or like the solo rewards. I'm not going to speak on stuff like that. Menu stuff in Ultimate Team is different from gameplay stuff. So people who are in the menus have different complaints than people that are inside of gameplay and play online and actually play the game. Sitting in the menus is very different. Stuff in franchise, with the way that franchise loads slow, there's not enough customization. That's very different than gameplay. Menus is different from gameplay. People don't realize that. To start it off, catching. Increased catch knockouts or a chance for more realistic KO outcomes on competitive game style. I don't know where to start with that. I haven't seen it. I have heard people have been seeing it, and it's just slightly tuned. I personally, though, haven't seen it. So until I see it, I guess I can agree. Until I consistently see it, I haven't seen it once. So I guess either I'm getting fucked, I have shit luck, or they lied. Or it's just all three in general. Fixed catch animation blending to prevent hand warping during catches. I want to say that I've seen this, but I feel like at the same time I haven't. So I don't know. I'm kind of torn between that one. So that one can just go in like the whole maybe section. Fix the catch choo-choo on the stretch alert bubble play where the catch would initiate but not sync up to the pass, resulting in a fumble. I have no clue what that means, personally. I've never ran stretch alert bubble plays. I haven't since Madden, 24? When it was good? Out of the single back wing tight or wing slot. I haven't ran stretch alert bubble plays in I don't even know how long. Fix the rare issue where wide receivers warp up to 23 miles per hour during a standing catch. Once again, never seen that, don't know it. So really the only thing to complain about the catching is the fact I have never seen the realistic KO outcomes or the chance knockouts on competitive game styles. I haven't seen it. Other people have said they've seen it, and it's just been very, 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 very slightly have seen it. So at this point, who knows? They might just be saying that, and it's just not fixed. In my opinion, it's not fixed. Moving on to locomotion. Locomotion? Locomotion. I don't know. This is the wrong time to try and pronounce words. Increased acceleration when escaping pockets for elite scrambling QBs like Lamar Jackson. Now, I feel like that's now fixed. I have seen somebody, I think it was like Ace Madden or something like that. I've seen him talk about it and then show how the contains were against it. But he was using fucking regs, not Ultimate Team. Ultimate Team is different than regs. I don't know why you would even test that in regs. I guess if you're a regs player, by all means, good testing. But from the other stuff that I've seen of him, he's an Ultimate Team player as well. Or at least I think he's an Ultimate Team player. I don't know. You can't test regs in Ultimate Team. I guess if you want to test like pass blocking, no, you can't even do that because there's custom ratings in this. But after the Lamar Jackson most feared card has been out, I can kind of say that this kind of works and this kind of doesn't work. It's like a 50-50, honestly. And I think that's just because of the fact that Lamar only has 90 speed, 91 if you're using the strat card, which everyone is, so it's 91 speed. Other quarterbacks, I've been using Jalen Hurts still. I don't know if you consider Jalen Hurts elite at scrambling. I would say he's pretty decent. I wouldn't call him elite, so therefore I haven't been seeing it out of him. I haven't seen a Michael Vick card, so I don't know if Michael Vick is elite. I don't know if he falls under this category of elite scrambling quarterbacks. Does Cam Newton fall underneath this scrambling quarterbacks? Like, there's so many quarterbacks that I feel like you can say should fall under it. but you don't know because they didn't. It's not like they were gonna list them all, but I feel like you're just not gonna know. Addressed an issue with wide receivers jogging after a teammate catches a pass. I feel like this is still a thing, that they're still jogging after completing a pass, and they're just not blocking in general. However, I've seen otherwise as well from personal experience. I've thrown the ball, they've caught it, and instead of running by the guy while he's just jogging downfield or jogging upfield, they actually continue to sprint and get the block. Address an issue with no cut move playing on slants. This one I don't really remember being an issue. I kind of don't remember running slant routes consistently like that, so I'm not going to talk about that. Tuning to reduce the effectiveness of the spin move for taller ball carriers. This was the main patch that a lot of people got pissed off about, and very well certain. When you're using the ability to get better spins, I feel like that shouldn't be necessarily patched, and you can do stuff to kind of counter it. More on that later. Patching the spin move with spin cycle on taller defenders, I feel like is ridiculous. Because at the same time it's ridiculous, and at the same time not ridiculous. Because it's ridiculous because it makes tall players so much more valuable than they already are valuable. Tall players are always going to be better than the smaller players because the height, you can moss better, you can catch over people better. Patching the spin move for them, it's good because it makes tall players not super duper duper valuable like how they were, but it changes the way now that it takes away another ball carry move that you kind of can't do anymore. Because now the spin is shit, and no one spins anymore. I haven't seen people spin like that even. I've tried it, it just doesn't work. So now, I'm guessing now that the spin is gone, juking is probably going to be the thing, and now you're going to have to just get the juking requirements and then probably run jukebox. But I feel like even that is still slow, so I mean, I don't know. Fixed the bowling. That's post play. No one cares about that shit. Defense. Fixed an issue preventing the proper press animation from triggering in man coverage versus gun empty Steeler cross. I don't know what this issue was. If someone would like to enlighten me, please do. Fix an issue causing the AI controlled defense to sometimes align in goal line incorrectly versus certain 4 wide receiver sets. Yet again, I don't really remember this at all. I don't know what this is or what this issue is, so I'm not going to really, I guess, talk about that much. But before I get off of defense, I feel like defense, we'll talk about pass. Fix an issue where defenders with equal or lower pass rush were unable to trigger super win. I've seen it, so I can agree that this actually was a fair patch. This did work. It works on my Micah Parsons. I don't use an ability on my Micah, so thank you, I guess. You get a little golf clap. Because for one step forward we take, for some reason, we go back 3. I don't get it. Adjusted animations for contains when defending against the run play action. They don't surf animations anymore. I feel like I haven't seen it, but I'm not really looking at my contains when I'm on defense. I'm more or less looking at the receivers. So, I mean, thank you for the patch, I guess. I really don't know how well it's going to make the contains against the run and the play action, though. So, only time will tell. Improve consistency for CPU. Triggering pass rush moves. Okay. So, I mean, if you're a user D lineman, congratulations, you got a buff. And then I really don't imagine the CPU pass rush is going to be fucking crazy when it's without double or nothing. And I really don't see them triggering pass rush moves. I just don't. Expect dynamic and more responsive line play. I don't see that working, but if they say it works, I'll hold them to their word, and I'll see maybe like tomorrow, because I'm going to make this video and then I'm going to sleep. It's fucking late. Fix the delay, contain defenders disengaging with the QB. Okay, so when the QB drops excessively back, it's at least now fixed. They react more quickly, they say. So thank you for that, I guess. I mean, it should have always been like that, but better late than never, I guess. Reduce the frequency of bull rush moves. So That's actually pretty good now because this used to be why everyone had El Toro, or at least most people had El Toro in that whole D line stack because you were only getting bull rush moves, and El Toro boosted the bull rush move like power and everything like that. So it also made power rushers significantly more even with the other guys. Because originally, like, obviously, it's a power rusher. They're going to bull rush a lot more than finesse. And being bull rush was tweaked to being the main triggered one. Now, at least, finesse move guys can get their finesse move going, and pass rushers can, or power movers can do the same thing. Power movers, yeah. Great fucking lingo. Increased QB fumble chance versus user hit stick on competitive gameplay for better gameplay balance. No. I disagree. I haven't seen it. I've made a quarterback fumble once off of a user hit stick out of, I think, more than 11 times so far, out of just yesterday and today. The fact that they're saying that, it's a lie, in my opinion. They're just saying that to just say it, because the hit stick in this game sucks. They gotta buff hit sticking to some degree, because right now offense is like up here and defense is like down here, so they gotta make it like at least like this area. Resolved an issue where the ball carrier coach adjustment was impacting user players, resulting in user controlled ball carriers sometimes having 0% fumble chance. Yeah, they did fix it, I can tell you, because I fumbled on conservative already with Devontae Adams. If you've seen the stream, you'll see what I'm talking about. I was so frustrated. But they did fix that. I can assure that they did fix it. But I don't get it, though. I don't get it. Okay, so now when I'm on conservative, I don't have a 0% chance. I don't have a 0% fumble chance. So what percent is it? Like, it's in a percentage range now. Is it 5%? I have a 5% fumble chance? Do I have a 8% fumble chance? Do I have a 10% fumble? Like, it's in a percentage, but what percentage exactly? Why is there a percentage? Conservative should just be how it was when it was first introduced. I can't skill move, and I can't fumble. It makes no sense for why there's a percentage and why I'm able to still use my skill move. And then I seen when I go to turn the thing on, it said AI ball carriers can't do skill move and can't fumble. Which, like, is EA dumb with that? Because how, like, if you're playing online, right? If you're playing online, whoever has the ball is always the user. So is that just for, like, franchise when you player lock, face of the franchise, or superstar? Like what is that for? What does that mean? Like, look, I'll even pull it up, actually. I'll even pull it up so that way I can show. Ball carrier. AI ball carriers protect the ball, decreases fumble chance. What does it decrease to? And why is it only the AI ball carrier? And then the con. AI ball carriers won't perform special moves. Why is it only the AI? Why isn't it the user? Because there's no other way that... There's just no other way that the AI can do anything unless they don't have the ball in their hand. So conservative is kind of pointless now, basically, because what AI is going to be able to have the ball in their hand and not let the user be controlling it? What situation, apart from player locking and the superstar mode when you're in a fucking what's it called, like a superstar face the franchise game, what other point would the AI have the ball in the hand and not let the user control it? I don't get that one. Stupid patch. Greatly improve the visual clarity when a player... I've seen this. It like lights up like a nice looking red and orange now, so sure. Offensive PI for double pass. I don't run double pass. That's not my fault. Increased max distance with kickers with 99 kick power to achieve a 70-yard field goal. That'll be pretty cool. I really wonder how fast, like, that meter, like the side one has got to move, and then that up and down one. I really wonder how fast that's going to move. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. And then right here, this part hurts. Addressed several blocked kick exploits. Now, in my opinion, I never seen the blocked kick. No, that's a lie. I was doing them. I was the king of them as well. I didn't think that they were exploits because you have to perfectly time them. Like, you're gonna hit stick somebody, you have to perfectly time going from the middle in to try and jump the snap, like on some Troy Polamalu shit. So the fact that you patch a user controlled thing that I never seen it as an exploit. I felt like that if you were good enough, you can do it. It's not hard to time this thing. The worst that can happen is that you go off sides or you get encroachment because of your own fault. But if you can time it and can change the aspect of a game because of a time, because of you timing some shit by yourself on a user, how is it an exploit? I don't see that. Like, it's not like if you're on conservative and still being able to juke without a fumble. That's an exploit because that's not fucking real. You can jump a snap, though, off of a blocked kick, and that's not an exploit. I personally don't see how a blocked kick is an exploit. Maybe I'm not a casual, so I don't know. But I always timed my kicks, and I always blocked them. Either I blocked them, I didn't, because sometimes if you time the snap wrong, you get a flag, or you just miss it in general. Not an exploit because you can fucking miss it. It's different from the conservative exploit, because when you're conservative, you can't fumble, but you can do everything that like you can do when you're not on conservative. Blocked kicks, like, fuck, bro. It's so annoying that they call shit an exploit when it's clearly not an exploit. Maybe I don't know. Maybe it is an exploit, and I'm just in denial. But I didn't see it as an exploit. I really just didn't. But overall, that's the patch. That's my thoughts. They gotta change something with defense. I feel like offense is fine the way it is. Just change the fact that conservative needs to go back to the way it originally was and will be good. But defensively, something major needs to happen. EA needs to do something big. And by big, I mean fucking buff the hit stick, bro. Make hit stick great again. You don't have to make it like how it was in Madden 20, where Enforcer ran everything on defense. That, and then I think Acrobat it was. Yeah, that was Madden 21. It was one of the two. You don't have to make it where Enforcer and Deflator ran Madden 20 or Madden 21. You don't have to make it like that. You can make it to where the hit stick is good. Doesn't have to be too good. You can make it to where it's at least good, though, to where you can cough up fumbles. Make people scared of throwing in coverage. They made knockouts 50-50. People are still going to throw at your face and catch them despite having a knockout. Pick artist is 50-50. My guys can drop the ball still on defense. Why? I don't see why. It's ridiculous, bro. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. You can tweet me what you guys think. Just share your thoughts in general. I'm really curious to see what you guys think about it. And yeah.